Oh my goodness, what happened to this poor dog? It must have been in so much pain and utterly terrified. When we first saw it, the dog panicked and tried to run, hiding deep in the bushes. We learned that this was a kind and gentle dog, often seen scavenging for food near the garbage. Recently, people noticed something horrifying. Its mouth had been tightly sealed shut with duct tape. We brought the dog home, carefully treated its injuries, and gave it the care and love it so desperately needed. We can only hope it will soon forget this painful ordeal and move on to a brighter future with a new, loving owner. Hey there, animal lovers. We found this poor dog in a parking lot. This sweet, gentle soul has been paralyzed in its lower body due to a traffic accident. Day after day, it stayed there, begging for food from passers-by. The wounds had become inflamed and swollen, showing signs of serious infection. A group of us quickly surrounded the dog and managed to help it. Once we got it to the shelter, we treated its wounds and ensured its health wasn't further compromised. Over time, the dog started to trust us, showing signs of hope and courage. Now, its health has greatly improved, and it's in a much better place. Hey everyone, have you ever seen a dog like this before? It's heartbreaking. People said this poor dog had been here for a very long time. Its back legs were severely injured, leaving it unable to move. We were shocked by its condition. Its fur was filthy, matted, and smelled terrible. The dog's health was deteriorating rapidly, so we quickly brought it to the center. There, we treated its wounds and began caring for it with all the love it deserved. One of the first steps was removing its old, matted fur, a symbolic act of shedding its painful past and starting anew. After we trimmed away the heavy layers, it seemed to feel a sense of relief, as if a weight had been lifted. However, its leg injuries were far too severe for a full recovery, and it might never regain the ability to walk on its own. Determined to give it a better life, we custom-made a prosthetic leg. Yes, you're not mistaken. The belly of this dog was unusually large. Every day, it carried this heavy burden as it roamed the streets in search of food, desperately seeking help. Luckily, a kind-hearted woman regularly fed it and gave it water. She noticed something strange about the dog's swollen belly, as if something inside was moving. Recently, the dog's movements have become even more labored and difficult, which made her worry. She decided to call us to check on the dog and offer the help it so badly needed. Thanks to her support, the dog trusted us and followed us back to the center for an examination. After running tests, we discovered the dog was suffering from a medical condition. Its abdomen was filled with a large amount of fluid due to an internal rupture. We immediately started treatment, carefully removing the excess fluid. Once it was done, the dog seemed visibly relieved, as though a great weight had been lifted, both physically and emotionally. The kind woman who had cared for it came to the center afterward and decided to adopt the dog, taking it home to give it the love and care it truly deserved. The mother cat was frantic, overwhelmed with panic after losing her kittens. In desperation, she brought one of her frail little ones to me, her eyes pleading for help. Sensing her distress, we followed her. What we discovered broke our hearts. The place she called home had been destroyed, and her kittens had become separated from her. Together with the mother cat, we began searching for her lost babies, and one by one, we managed to reunite the little family. The mother cat, exhausted and barely able to stand, seemed relieved but on the verge of collapse. We gave her some food and water to help her regain her strength. We brought the entire family back to the shelter for a thorough checkup. Now, in a safe and secure environment, the mother cat can care for her kittens without fear. Oh my gosh, this poor dog. A chain wrapped tightly around her neck had dug into her skin, making it difficult for her to breathe. The wound around her neck was severe, but she wandered the streets every day, desperately looking for food to feed her pups. She was their only hope, shouldering the burden of motherhood alone despite her pain. We knew we had to act quickly. We brought tools to help free her from the chain. But she was disillusioned. Years of hardship and lack of human contact had made her worry. She panicked and ran away, and it took us several attempts to bring her to safety. At the center, we treated her wounds and cared for her desperately. Over time, her health improved and something wonderful happened. She began to trust humans again. Now, without the burden of that cruel chain, she could focus freely